Hi everybody, I'm Dr. Blake Shusterman and this is Cooking with Carolina Nephrology, and thanks for joining us today. We're going to make a tailgate recipe today. We're going to make turkey burgers. And these turkey burgers we're going to make are Rachael Ray's Southwest Turkey Burgers. It's a really delicious recipe. I am a big fan of Rachael Ray and everything that she cooks. Most of the stuff is fresh, it's flavorful, it's easy. You can find the ingredients in your pantry or at the grocery store, and I think that's what's made her so popular. And most of the stuff that she makes also can be tailored for people on a kidney diet, either people pre-dialysis or people who are on dialysis. You just have to know what to leave out and what to substitute in. And so we're going to make her Southwest Turkey Burgers today with really just a couple simple changes. We're going to leave off the melted cheese, we're going to leave off the bacon, and we're going to leave out the salt. And if you do those three things, her turkey burgers will work and still be delicious. So let's get cooking. So when you're making turkey burgers, there are a couple ways to do it. You can add things like egg and breadcrumbs to it to try to keep some of the moisture in there. Then you end up kind of with a meatloaf burger. Or you can just kind of add a lot of spices just to the turkey meat itself and a little bit of veggies, and that's what we're going to do today, and it'll still be delicious, and hopefully we can keep the moisture in there as we do it. So things we're going to add are all kidney friendly, kidney safe. We have 2 cloves of garlic that are chopped. They're going to go in our bowl. We've got 1 large shallot that's been chopped, coarsely chopped or finely chopped. We've got our green pepper. This is about 1/2 a green pepper. You could use a red pepper or a yellow pepper if you want. Doesn't matter. We're going to put that in the bowl. We've got our jalapeno. This is about 1 jalapeno. This is a large jalapeno. It's been seeded and chopped. We're going to put that in there. That's going to give us a lot of the heat in this Southwest burger. Then we've got our herbs and spices. We've got our fresh thyme. You can use dried thyme if you want. We're going to go ahead and use fresh thyme. About 2 tablespoons go right in there. Then we've got our fresh cilantro. Again, about 2 tablespoons of fresh cilantro. Probably my favorite spice. Make sure everybody who's eating these burgers likes cilantro, because if you have people that don't like cilantro, then you probably want to leave it out. There's no middle ground on cilantro. Okay, and now we've got our dried spices. We've got cayenne pepper. We're going to use about 1 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. Again, I like it kind of spicy, so we're going to do a full teaspoon. And then we're going to use a couple teaspoons of cumin. Cumin is a great kidney-friendly spice to use. And then we've got grill seasoning. So most of the grill seasonings that you use, and Rachael Ray says you can use a McCormick's grill seasoning, that has some salt in it. You know, it probably doesn't have too much salt if you're mixing it throughout all your turkey burgers, but it's a good way to avoid any salt at all by just using a non-salt formula. So we're going to put a couple teaspoons of that in here as well. Because this is Rachael Ray, we're going to add our EVOO, about 2 tablespoons in there. Now that's not in her original recipe, and I think because she's got the bacon and the cheese on top, that keeps the flavor really moist throughout. But if you're not going to use those things, you need some way to keep the turkey burgers moist. So we're going to put a little bit of olive oil in there. Now that we've got our herbs and spices in there and olive oil, we're going to mix that up a little bit. Now we've got our turkey meat, and we've got all white turkey meat here. Now, all white turkey meat lacks flavor, I mean really, and it lacks fat, okay? So you got to make up for it with the spices and what you put in your bowl. So basically we are substituting extra virgin olive oil, EVOO, for our animal fat, okay? Because this white meat really has no fat. That's going to be very important. It also doesn't have any moisture. So your turkey burgers have a tendency to be dry without that fat in there. And again, if you want to use a little bit of dark meat to mix in with it, that'll give you a little extra fat and make it easier to keep it moist. They are going to cook for 6 to 8 minutes on each side. All right, so we've got our turkey burgers. These are delicious. And once you got your burger out, the question is, what are you going to put on top of it? So you want to avoid ketchup, salt, tomatoes, potassium. A little bit of mustard would be okay. We're going to make things a little more interesting on these burgers. This is red pepper jelly. This is actually an ancho chili red pepper jelly, and it is really delicious. And now for our second option, instead of putting a slab of cheese on top of this, we're going to go a little southern and we're going to put some pimento cheese. There are a lot of different kinds of pimento cheese, apparently. This is one that is made with cream cheese, which isn't as processed, doesn't have as much phosphorus as the other ones, and maybe is a better choice, especially if you could get one low fat. Okay, again, the burger is nice and moist on the inside. That cheesy flavor will be delicious, and it will be friendly for your kidneys. Can't go wrong. And that is our episode today of Cooking with Carolina Nephrology. Thank you, Rachael Ray, for your delicious recipe of turkey burgers. These are Southwest turkey burgers, minus the bacon, minus the cheese, lots of good flavor, and I hope you enjoy. And if you want to learn more about cooking kidney-friendly recipes, you can visit us on our website, carolinanephrology.com/cooking, and we'll see you next time.